Backyard Builder here. Well, welcome to the saga of the $700 light bulb. You know how they say that no good deed goes unpunished? Well, I learned that one the hard way the past couple of weeks. I am still bewildered at how it all came down. It seemed like a simple little job. All I had to do, I had a couple of burned out light bulbs on my vehicle, and all I had to do was go in and replace the light bulb. Now you think it would be easy to replace light bulbs, but no. Apparently, this changing these light bulbs is apparently out of my league. I'm still trying to figure out the story of what happened, because this one has my head spinning. Now, I am convinced that there has got to be a conspiracy going on here somehow. I'm sure the government is involved. I don't know how or why, but I honestly don't know anybody that can take your money faster than I had my money exhausted from my wallet this week. So I'm sure the government must be involved somehow. Even if they're not directly involved, I'm sure they're getting a cut. Because there's got to be a conspiracy between the makers of automobiles and the computer technicians that design these systems. Now, I've been a handyman for a number of years, and you'd think that by now I might be qualified to change a light bulb. But no, not a chance. Let me explain what happened. And take this as a warning. This could happen to you. Since the 80s, everybody has had these funny looking taillights in the back of their vehicles, all high up on the end of the vehicle. Now, in recent years, now they used to be incandescent bulbs, but in recent years they've gone to LED lights. And well, you know, LED lights are supposed to last until next to forever, but even LED lights occasionally burn out and they need to be replaced. And let me let you in on a secret: you are not qualified to replace them. I went to the dealer and I went to get this little baby to put in my vehicle. You know how much they wanted for this light bulb? $167 plus tax. $167 plus tax. And I told them they're flipping ridiculous. They're out of their mind. Who's going to pay $167 for a light bulb? Not me. Hopefully not you. But you must pay this money. Like I said, it's a conspiracy. They want to drain your wallet as fast as they can. And they do it with exorbitantly priced parts. No, I don't blame the local dealer. He's just doing his job. He's selling parts. They come into him at a ridiculous cost. But I'm convinced it's the automakers, and they're in cahoots with the computer programmers. I'll get in on Microsoft and Bill Gates and everything with this afterward here and explain how. But I'm positive the government's got something to do with it. Anyway, you cannot just replace this light bulb. It is insane what they want for it. You have to buy their light bulb. You can't just use any light bulb. You know what I did? I went out to Princess Auto and I got myself a cheap little light bar, and it's LED lights, and LED lights are in there before. You'd think it should work. Put it in, plug it in. Hey, blink, 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 goes the light, and it works. At least I thought it was working. Now I have to admit, you know, like I'm not much of a car technician. Basically, my philosophy with vehicles is I put the key in the car and then turn the key and the car goes vroom. If it doesn't go vroom, I call a mechanic. That's basically how I deal with things. And I should have left it at that. But I figured $167 for a light bulb was absolutely flipping ridiculous. So I went out and got myself that $15 light bar and put it in, and it worked for a day or two. Then all of a sudden I'm going down the highway one day, and all of a sudden, click, cruise control goes out. Okay. Why would the cruise control go out? Well, it's an older vehicle. It's a few years old. Okay, well, okay, fine. Cruise control's out. We'll have to get that attended to. So anyways, a couple days later, all of a sudden, it's the transmission starts giving me these error warning messages. You know, I mean, this is offline, that's offline, and you know the kind of thing. I mean that people like me really don't understand. They give it in technical gobbledygook, and okay, well, I mean, you must get your vehicle into the dealership for service immediately, otherwise it's going to blow up, that sort of thing. So, but like a good little person, I figured, okay, it's time. We're going to relent. We've got some serious issues here. I've got to go to the dealership and at least get this transmission looked at. Well, I go to the dealership, and they look at things. Oh, well, there's no codes back with the transmission. We can't figure out why you're getting stability control problems. Does it seem to work all right? Yeah, it works fine. Well, okay, well, it must just be false error messages coming back from a related problem. They scan for codes and they do the thing, and well, your cruise control doesn't work because your cruise control switch doesn't work. Okay, fine, let's put a new cruise control in, and that's a few $100s later, and and I drive out and my cruise control is supposed to be working. I get going down the highway and no cruise control. All of a sudden, blink, 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 blink. I'm going to blow up if you don't get me back to the dealership. Goes the transmission. Like, what? I just had this fixed. Okay, so we're back at the dealership, and they're looking around again, and oh, you know what the problem is? The problem is the brake switch. The brake switch it's faulty, and it's sending false readings to the cruise control. Therefore, the cruise control's got down and it won't set. Okay, makes sense to me. I'm just a driver. Replace the switch. So they dutifully replace the switch. A couple $100 later, I'm on my way again, and go down the highway. My cruise control still doesn't set, and I'm still getting the error messages. Now this is where the conspiracy. This is where we get into the conspiracy now, because what it is, I took it back to the dealership, and the problem is the computer. It doesn't like $15 light bulbs. It draws a whole couple milliamps more than the old light bulb did. A couple thousandths of an amp. A couple milliamps. And it sees that it's drawing just a couple milliamps more than the old light bulb did. The official brand name light bulb. And the computer just goes absolutely berserk. It cannot work with this cheap inexpensive, low-grade LED light bulb. It must have the brand name light bulb. Like I said, I mean, the computers are programmed by the computer makers. And they're in cahoots with the automakers. And I'm sure the government's got to be in there somehow. So at the end of the day, after spending hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars, I find out there's nothing wrong with my cruise control switch, there's nothing wrong with my brake switch, there's nothing wrong with my light bulb. The problem is the computer doesn't like my light bulb. And that's the whole problem. $167 later, everything works beautiful. Don't you just love the auto industry? You know, things used to be so easy back when I was growing up. You know, like, I mean, light burned out of the car, you went down, you got the cheapest light you could find, you threw the stupid thing in the vehicle, and it worked. I can't believe I got took for over $700 to try and fix a burnt out light bulb. Anyways, have a good day. I'll see you next time.